Hey, it's Peter Morley, your patient advocate, and I'm so honored to be here today with Senator Tammy Duckworth of Illinois. And she's just been such a huge advocate for healthcare and the disability community. And as somebody who is part of the disability community, I appreciate that so much. But there are so many issues right now in healthcare that we are trying to protect. And one of the issues that's extremely important to the senator is insulin and making it more affordable and accessible. And the senator is going to speak to you about that.
Hi, Peter. Well, this is an issue I've been working on, this idea of big pharma controlling the price of basically very well established medications. And really, every time I hear from an Illinoisan or who is actually having to make the decision of do we pay for their insulin or their child's insurance insulin, or whether they have to pay rent. Those are impossible choices that people have to make. And the same frustrating question comes to my mind over and over again. How are we allowing big pharma to have such a stranglehold on our country? I remember when I was a congresswoman in the House, and really, we really held Mylan to task because they had bought up the auto injectors for epinephrine, marketed it as EpiPen, repackaged it, and basically quadrupled the price of a medication that kids with allergies needed to survive a bee sting. Similarly, no American who relies on insulin should have to ration their medication in order to afford the rest of their bills. And so I'm really focused on capping out-of-pocket insulin costs at $35 a month. We're talking about, medication that has been around for a very long time. The pharmaceutical companies can still make a good profit at the $35 mark, and yet they are jacking up the prices so that people are paying some places as much as $800 a month or more. And that simply is not acceptable.